For your next step, I want to talk about color. Color is very important. There are several ways you can color your patterns to indicate the types of glass that you want to use. For example, if you're going to use a solid piece of glass, you're going to color it solid. If you're going to use glass with opalescence, wispies, or textural support, that looks a little different. So this is going to be one that you would designate opalescent. So that's the white swirls that go through it. And this is how you designate texture patterns and which direction the glass is going. So there's 3 different ways for you to color your glass patterns. So let's take a look at this one. So we've marked the background clear. Again, we're going to make it cohesive even though it's got lines through it. We've marked it all clear. Now I could denote a texture pattern here. I have some glass that's got little bubbles in it. So we can do little bubbles. Okay. But if you designate a texture, you designate it everywhere. Alright. Now, let's take a look at the pink. Notice I've got direction here, I've got direction here, and I've got direction here. This is not a good direction pattern because your glass pieces are going every which direction. You want to designate which way the texture is going to go. If you're not doing it with your color, then you need to do it with a line. All your pattern directions can go the same way, or we could be very deliberate and have our patterns coming in. That's a choice that you have to make when you color it. You'll notice the light green is solid. So I have opalescent glass here with direction. I've got solid green here. Alright, I've got clear in the background with bubble textures. Here's the same one. Again, we've got our colors marked, what we're going to use. So we've got dark green here that's solid. We've got light green that's solid. We've got a light purple and a dark purple. All of this is designated as solid. The yellow, solid, and clear for the background. So this one, you'll notice I have more of a scribble technique going on here. That tells me when I go to look at glass that I'm looking for a opalescent glass, so it's going to have some white in it, and I want the opalescent direction to go straight across. These are all colored solid. These are all going the same direction. And lastly, let's take a look at this one. Now these are the exact same colors in the exact same places with the exception of this. My marker ran out. But you'll notice I'm showing you which direction I want the texture line patterns of the glass to go. So I want opalescence. Nothing here is solid except for these two. I've got a swirl pattern indicated here. I've got all over the place here. So you want to kind of think about your lines as texture and direction. Here I've got it coming in this way. I've got swirls here. I've got my glass going this way. I've got it going this way. Again, it's very, very deliberate. Take your patterns, both of them. You are going to color both of them. I want to see where you're going to use a solid, where you're going to use opalescence, and which direction they're going. When you're done, take a picture of both of them and send them to me, please.